Oh my god, a rare BXG live stream in 2025? Are we live? Shit, is my camera on? Are we live? Are we live? You guys know I gotta change the thumbnail. The thumbnail is UFC 319 live. Oh my god, it's completely outdated. I got 5 passports. I'm never going to jail. Am I showing my screen? No, okay. All right. I think it's pinned, right? Is it pinned in the chat as you see? I finally created a Discord. Hold on, I'm trying to change this fucking thumbnail. There you go. We don't even have to talk about Rajah Jackson. I just didn't know what to title the stream or anything. I honestly don't even care to talk about him. All right. Give it a second. Give it 1 second. Give it a second. Are we here? All right. All right. So. Check. 1, 2. Okay, I think we're here. So if anybody wants to join the Discord, I made it like pretty fast, to be honest with you. BXG Squad is a terrible name, but you know, I came up with it on the whim. So if anybody wants to join the Discord, it is pinned in the chat. Yeah, finally made a Discord. And we can speak about, you know, this Rampage Jackson thing if you guys want. I'm kind of tapped out on it because I'm seeing so many like different channels and channels that have nothing to do with MMA speak on it, and it's just kind of wild to me. Like I saw this guy Greg Doucette, I think is his name. He's like this fitness channel. He did a whole video on it. Even Tim Welch, I know he's an MMA coach, but he did a video on it. So yeah. So if you guys want to join the Discord, it is what's up, Smoke and Mirrors? Okay, we got somebody. We got somebody here. What's up? Got one person. What's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah. What's up, brother? Yeah, so we're here. And maybe we should react to something. I don't know. I was watching what's up, man? What's up, Sir Tanks? How are you? There's not really much going on. Like, there's no card this weekend. We can actually let's look at what we got coming up. So, pretty toxic with Raja today. Yeah, pretty insane, to be honest with you. Like, the video I did on it was 1 hour. I really didn't want it to be that long, but I really wanted to bring up like everything that I sort of can on it. I tried to make it as short as I can, but yeah, it was wild, man. I remember just seeing it live, and it was just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, insane. I think he's probably going to get time, but I could also see a judge giving him some leeway, unfortunately, because there are certain things, like if he was told like he could hit the guy for real, for example, and if he really was concussed a few days prior to the event, there's just a couple of loopholes that I think can allow him to get out of it scot-free. So unfortunately, yeah. Plus, I don't know how California's laws are, but that's where he's from. Wild. That head kick that he got hit with was deserved. I'd like to see a reaction to this shit. You'd like to see my reaction? Well, I did do a video on it. I did a video on it, which is out. Like, it's my last video. We could read some of the comments on it, actually. Let me pull it up now. Let me see. Let me put the chat, like, up here. Put it, like, over here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I actually did do a video on it. I get it, though. That rage, I mean, if you saw his crash afterwards, it was not even about the guy. Yeah, that's kind of what I said, too. That's what I said in my video, Tanks. I felt like this was an accumulation of a lot of different things. You know, it wasn't just like it wasn't. I don't even. I almost think he used that guy as like a scapegoat to sort of just show people like, yeah, people keep calling me a bitch. He was saying not sure anyone there actually did. No one did. No, that's the thing. But throughout the week, I guess with him getting like head kicked and even like with his own dad, Rampage, like Rampage kind of does bully him a bit, um like when they're on stream together, like Rampage Loki does bully him a bit. So it's sort of he has been kind of getting clowned. I'm not justifying his action. I'm just saying like, you know, that might be his dumb reasoning. What's up, Kanoverse? Again, if you guys want to join the Discord, it is pinned in the comments. I know some of you guys in my last stream are asking me to make one, so yeah, you guys can join if you want. There's different channels. So you have a general channel. You have a memes channel if you guys want to send memes, and then things to react to. So if you guys want me to react to anything or do videos on anything or react to stuff on stream, you could put it in that channel, and just like, you know, if you guys have any ideas, any things you want me to do videos on, anything like that. What's good? I always felt like his dad was too aggressive for no reason. I said the same thing. Yeah, I feel that way as well, Kano. I feel like or not Kano. How you say your name? Kaon. Sorry, or Kai. Kion. I'll just say Kai. I felt the same way. I feel like his dad Loki would bully him a little bit too much, but I always felt like their dynamic was kind of interesting. I always felt like they had a bit of a why do I have this on screen? I guess I always felt like they had a bit of like almost a friends dynamic rather than like a father-son dynamic. I'm sure it felt good for him to release it all. Yeah. I mean, how far can you come out from father? What do you mean? I mean, how far can you come out from a father humping reporters? Yeah. Yeah, I saw like Lucas say like, oh, Rampage shouldn't be blamed, and people were saying like Rampage shouldn't get the blame. I'm not putting all of the blame on Rampage at all. I think it's like, but there has to be some partial blame though. There has to be some partial blame. And someone actually said in my comments that that apparently Rampage actually raised this Raja kid fully. Like he was. Let me see if I could find the comment. Well, this one said. This guy commented. He said, all of you guys saying that it's Rampage's fault don't take responsibility for your own actions. How the fuck is it somebody else's fault when this man is 25 years old, meaning he's grown and can make his own damn decisions? People just hop on the internet saying anything with a smooth brain. I kind of disagree. I feel like you could put the blame on Rampage a little bit. Also, I see your comment right there, Kai. I think that's you. Again, join the Discord. It's linked in the chat. First one, nice. Under the jail. Yeah, put him under the jail. I agree. Amavov is the GOAT. Yeah, what's up, Sergeant? I think Amavov is going to beat Barajo. What do you guys think? What do you guys got in that one? Actually, let's look at the Paris card. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let's have a look at the Paris card. Oh, this is so bright. He's coming for the belt, kid. I hope so. I'd rather Amavov as champ over Hamzat. No offense. And I like Hamzat, but like, you know, come on. I'll take... Let me just zoom out. I hate doing this shit. There you go. That's good enough. All right, let's look at this card. This is the next card coming up. So wait. What are you boys saying? He's coming for the belt. Yeah, I would rather him as champ over what's his name, to be honest. John Jones definitely supports this. You know what? Did you guys see Chael Sonnen said something on it? We could react to that later too. I could even do a video on that actually. Maybe I'll save that for a video. Watching this while sitting next to my ex at community college. Hey man, let's change her from an ex to a non-ex. No, I'm kidding. I bet you John Jones definitely would come out and support this, right? He's just a kid, you know. Saint Denis, my favorite fighter. Also, we have you're the only other Benoit Saint Denis fan I've met, because I always felt like I was the only Benoit Saint Denis fan on the planet. I love Benoit Saint Denis. So we got Nasruddin Mavov, Kyle Braujo, sick fight, sick main event, co-main event, Benoit versus Mauricio Rufy. Then you got Bolaji, Mason Jones, Modestas, Paul Craig. Pitbull is facing somebody on this card as well. Fares Yam, real nice card. When Amavov chins Hamza, we will be picking the underdog. Yeah, I really hope I hope Amavov wins, man. Hamzat Chimaev and his fans. No, the real Hamzat Chimaev fans that aren't psychopaths are okay. I'm just talking about like the you know. Am I the only one who kind of sees old McGregor in the way Rufy fights? No, definitely not. He does definitely fight like old like featherweight McGregor a little bit. The way he sort of, that karate stance, his arms stretched out, you know, bouncing on his toes, the kicks. He definitely fights a lot like McGregor, for sure. For sure. And I'm seeing a lot of people like hype him up a little bit. Maybe preemptively. I mean, I would love if Rufy is kind of the guy that could beat, I like Ilya, though. I wouldn't want him to beat Ilya, but if maybe Rufy is the guy that, if Rufy goes on a crazy tear and gets to Ilya, that would be a super fight is what I'm trying to say. I'd love that fight. Absolute super fight. So yeah. Let me just... Did I just change the thing? I think I just did. Anyways. Wait, what am I doing? Wait, I just... Alright. Anyways. I didn't mean to bring that up. When Amavov chins, am I the only one who kind of sees old McGregor in the way Rufy fights? No, I see it too. It'd be so fucking hilarious if Hamza got boosted up so high and glazed so much if Amavov bounces his head off. And that'd be like the kind of the last guy I'd expect to do that, to be honest with you. Like, that wouldn't be the guy that I would... No, I mean, not that I wouldn't expect Amavov to beat Hamza or to even get to Hamza, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. We'll see. I do think he's going to be Braujo. Craig Jones on the card. Do you mean, wait, Craig, do you mean Paul Craig? I've done that too. I've mixed them up too. Craig Jones on that card too. He's hard to bet against. Yeah, I picked Paul Craig to beat Rodolfo the last time, and he actually was beating him on the feet, and then like Rodolfo just had like that acting performance, so it'd be funny. What's up, Punisher? It would be funny, I agree. Because it's so random, you know? It's so random. Or anybody who KOs Hamzat would make me laugh. Imagine if Rainier de Ritter just goofily knocks out Hamzat, or like, I think Fluffy's my pick for anybody who can beat Hamzat. I think RDR does have a really sneakily good chance, though, too. Paul Craig, yeah, I've done that, too. What's up, Punisher? What's up, boys? Just wanted to do this stream to basically tell you guys I have a Discord. It's pinned in the bio, or not the bio, it's pinned in the chat if you want to join it. And yeah, you guys can post anything non-criminal, please. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. So RDR will KO Hamza, then remove the mask and remove DDP. Yo, what a plot twist. That'd be crazy, bruh. That'd actually be so fire. Yo, who you got on Mavov or Kaio? I got a Mavov, I think. I got a Mavov in that one. I think I trust him a little bit more. I have to look more into Kyle Braujo's offensive grappling, because that could be a factor. Because obviously I've seen Brendan Allen hold down a Mavov, and I think a Mavov... And it's a 5-rounder. Like, there's factors of that I'd have to look into, but I'm going to lean towards a Mavov for now. Lean towards a Mavov. Anyone who can land a huge shot on Hamza before he tackles him and hugs him for 20 minutes, yeah. I feel like, in my opinion, yeah, the only thing you can do is either just, you have to have, like, insane KO power, or you have to, like, just take him down first, honestly. Like, that's why I didn't... Thank you, Punisher, for joining the Discord. I appreciate it. Thank you, boys. We're getting some good people in there. Yeah. So anyone can land a huge shot on Hamza before he tackles them and hugs them. Either you have to land a massive shot, or you have to take him down first, or, and this is why I didn't mind when DDP did it, you have to like just catch him in a crazy sub. What do you mean take him down first? Like if you take down Hamzat first, like if the fight starts and Anthony Hernandez, instead of waiting for Hamzat to shoot, just shoots first. Now that's going to be really difficult. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. But if somebody tried to take him down first and tried to hold him on the ground, because Hamzat Chimaev doesn't really have grappling off of his back like that. He's not Charles Oliveira. He's not going to pull a triangle on you or something crazy. So I don't think you'd have to be that worried if you tried to take him down first. So I do think that could be an interesting strategy. Man, I know it's easier said than done. Just knee him. That too. The thing is, he does shoot kind of low for the legs. You know, he doesn't really shoot that high the way like I just flipped my lip, the way that like a Khabib would. Khabib would kind of shoot a bit higher. Hamzat really kind of just like, he dives for those like almost your knees. He shoots pretty low. So you'd have to have like a really short sort of base, I feel like. DDP had a terrible game plan for that fight. He needed to try and fight to get up more, not accept bottom. I agree. I think DDP had a terrible game plan for that fight. He needed to try and fight and get up more, not accept bottom. Yeah. He needed to just try to get up more and just like, I don't know. I really don't know what his like, I don't know. He was trying to get up. Like when he was in the, but the thing is the crucifix was really, you know, his coach saying, oh, we didn't train the crucifix pissed me off. Because I'm like, they're like, oh, we trained everything but the crucifix. Like, yeah, I think this is a good point. Try to get a sub of him before yeah. Like if he tries to take you down, or even if you just try to take him down first, try to go for a sub, you know, just try to, you know, if somebody Hamzat, they could just win the same way he just beat DDP. Like if Fluffy fights the same fight Hamzat just fought against DDP. But that's easier said than done, and Hamzat's very strong and good on the ground. So, Fluffy mauls Hamzat? I hope so. That's the guy I want to beat Hamzat, and that's the guy I would look at beating Hamzat, to be honest with you. I'm not saying I'd pick him to, but I think he's got the best chance. And De Ridder has a good chance, to be honest, as well, because he's huge and he's got jiu-jitsu. I don't even think Hamzat's cardio got better. I just think his pace was much more reasonable. I agree. Sargent, I agree. If he was doing the shit he does normally, I agree. He definitely was pacing himself a lot more. Definitely. He was pacing himself a lot more. He was a lot more patient. He was, he just wasn't trying to unload the clip. And I think that's kind of what DDP and his team expected him to do, which is why they were like, all right, you know, accept bottom position, you know. Once he gets tired, you're going to... No, that's not what happened. He didn't... He paced himself, so I don't think his cardio massively improved, though. Yeah, we trained crucifix defense in middle school and high school wrestling. Why not highest level of middleweight UFC? I don't know, man. I just don't understand. But I think that the key really should be, if you're DDP and his team, bring in Craig Jones. Work with Craig Jones. Let's see. DDP's coach is kind of like teasing that like he's got like something big planned, like some big plans for DDP. I'm thinking it is Craig Jones. We'll see though. Right now, I think the winner of Imavov Kyle gets Hamzat. So you think they'll give it to Imavov or Kyle over? You almost got me there, Sir Tanks. No, I don't mean Paul Craig. I mean Craig Jones, the guy that trains with Volkanovski and JDM. Right now, I think the winner of Imavov versus Kyle gets Hamzat. You know what I think, Punisher? I feel like they're going to give it to whoever has a more impressive performance. Like, if Anthony Hernandez runs through RDR, he's getting it. If Imavov like sleeps Kyle in the first minute, he's getting it. It just depends on who's more impressive, I think. Best way to beat a blanket is to destroy it before it gets wet. Sun Tzu. Yeah, what's up? Spiff, how are you doing, man? Yeah, I really hope Hamza gets. I have a feeling they're gonna skip a Mavov. I could see that, I could see that. Plus, the timing of them just so quickly making Hernandez RDR is a little bit interesting to me. They made that so fast. Rather than just putting one of those guys against Hamzat, they just made that fight, which I love that fight. It's one of the best number one contenders like fights of the year. But yeah, I low-key could see them skipping a Mavov too, to be honest, because I think Hernandez is better. Has got a better personality. RDR's has got a bit better of a personality. They're a little bit more promotable, bigger fan bases behind them. Well, I don't know. Mavov might have a bigger fan base than the Ritter. I feel like Hernandez has gained a lot of fans though, like the last 3 fights. I'd cough on Chimaev a few days before the fight. Yeah. DDP said that like his fans would DDP's fans were DMing him saying, "Dude, we know where Hamzat lives. What should we do?" They were actually DMing DDP stuff like that. They should have coughed on him or something, man. I really liked the fight between Merab and Umar. Same. I really like that fight too. And yeah, I've become a Merab fan. I'm not really an Umar fan at all, to be honest with you. But I become a Merab fan. And I'm not like a massive Merab fan, but I think his personality mixed with like his last 2 fights being really fun has made me enjoy him. And yeah, I still love that fight. I think it's like legit. It's kind of gone under the radar, I feel like. But I think it is like a fight of the year contender for sure. Paddy versus Armin is confirmed. Is it? Is that new? Is that news? I haven't seen that. If it is, then I'll do a video on that. That'd be a good video. Also, again, join the Discord if you'd like. It is pinned in the comments, as you guys can see. I don't think Paddy Armin is confirmed, but I've seen Armin say he wants to fight Paddy. I'd like that fight. All right. I feel like Kyle was the best chance. He also trained with Hamzat, true. Right, so he kind of knows what Hamzat's strength is. How he's got a feel for Hamzat. Though I feel like Hamzat Loki, I don't know, man. I feel like from the clip side, so Hamzat Loki was like ragdolling him a little bit, but it's sparring. You have to be man first, dude. Merab was awesome during the build up. That's the thing. Like a lot of people, they'll say like the Dagestani fighters are a bit humble. And I don't want to get into this whole thing, but it's like, Umar was talking smack, bruh. Umar was talking smack. Like, Umar was talking a lot of smack during the build-up. He's not going to take me down. And if he does, what are you going to do? I get back up. Like, he was talking smack. Personally, I'm rooting for Kaio. Okay. I don't really have a big dog in that fight. I'd rather Kaio win, I think. Though he's a little bit annoying. I feel like people overrate Merab's performance against Umar. It was 48-47. I think it was just like how impressed. I think people were just surprised. Because first of all, a lot of people did pick Umar. So for Merab to beat him in the first place was crazy. But then for Merab to at times take him down, emote on him, rock him like once or twice. I think that's kind of why people overrated it. If you do look at it like stats-wise, it was very close. But I do think that it was like it surprised a lot of people. I didn't think Merab was gonna win. I thought Umar was gonna win. I like how they say humble Gene Silva. He's not humble either. None of these fighters are really humble except like Wonder Boy. You know what I mean? Like Wonder Boy Thompson and like I don't know if you guys saw DDP though. DDP was like he wasn't coping after his recent loss to Hamza. He put out like a Instagram thing and he wasn't even coping. So, hey man, you guys can't say my GOAT is can't take losses well. Umar was on the 9th cloud. He thought Nurmagomedov is a plow armor. Merab snapped that armor. Yeah, the last name Nurmagomedov. Like the fact that he even got a title shot was a little bit wild. Yep, he was more of a showman about it. Other guy did great too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He got the edits, the TikTok edits, and the freaking Instagram edits and shit. So I think that's why that performance is a bit overrated. because of the moments of him like flipping him on his head and then emoting and shit and him rocking him. The most humble fighter has to be Kevin Holland. Yeah. Kevin Holland. Yeah, Kevin Holland. I love Kevin Holland though that he fights like 5 times a year. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. BXG, what you're forgetting about is Raja, that he was literally in a grumpy mood. Yeah, guys, he stubbed his toe before, so he's got every excuse to murder somebody. Most humble fighter is Chael Sonnen, for sure. Undefeated, undisputed, world champion, 5-time world champion, never beaten in his life, even though he can't be a 5-time world champion if he's never been beaten. Anyways, shout Chael. I don't mind the Umar title shot. He beat Corey before. Corey's not fighting for the belt. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess there wasn't a lot of other options, but it just did kind of feel like should he have even been given Corey? You know, but I guess he proved that he should have because he did beat Corey. But like, damn, I don't know. I just get annoyed. You know what it is? I get annoyed sometimes because I see a lot of guys like do so much work in these divisions. There's guys like Faraziam, for example, or like these other guys who are like on a 5-fight winning streak, 6-fight winning streak, still can't even get a ranked opponent. But I get it. What the hell was that? I was staring at his for 2 hours. I can't stop looking at Conor Stagg. Are you a big fan of Ilia Topuria? Yeah, I would say so. I like Ilya. I'd say my favorite fighters are probably like Volk, Peter Yan, like all time, Volk and Peter Yan, and like GSP. Holloway's up there, Poirier's up there. Right now, probably Ilya though, but he doesn't fight as active as I'd like him to. Like if he doesn't fight again this year, he's got to be considered inactive because it's just getting ridiculous. I think Raja will get a few months in prison, which Rampage will bail. 4-month probation with 4 months anger. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that as well. I could see something like a few months in prison, maybe a year in prison or something, and then probation, and then yeah, exactly. I could see that. And then it's gonna. This causes a lot of issues. Like just, I hate that this happened. You know what I mean? Even the optics of it, right? Like, again, people are kind of making it like a race thing where it's like, but I get it. The optics are bad. Like a 25-year-old young black guy fucking almost murders an old war veteran white man. It does look bad optics-wise, but everybody loves Volk. I'm pretty sure I love him too. Short guy, huge head and lung. Crazy build. Amazing fighter. Yeah, I love Volkanovski, man. And he doesn't have like bad fights for the most part. And I actually think him and Lerone Murphy could have something good too. I could see that being a fun fight. Bro, if Lerone Murphy's the guy to beat Volkanovski, though, you know what? I'll take Lerone Murphy beating Volk over Gene Silva, I think. Because Gene Silva is going to bark on him and stuff, If Gene Silva beats Volk, he's going to bark on him. He's going to laugh. He's going to emote and shit. Like, oh, he's going to put on the nerd glasses. I'm going to kill myself. What is Raja's weight class? Probably welterweight Punisher, I think. He looks like a welterweight to me. Maybe a lightweight. I don't know. Welterweight. I feel like a lot of the pressure is from Rampage. Same. Like, yeah, bro, like, I don't think there's a lot of, I don't excuse his actions, but there are factors. But I definitely think he should be in prison. I mean, I've said that I think he should be in prison. But, like, him being the son of Rampage and... Bro, again, I forgot who mentioned it earlier in the chat, but, like the way he acted, after he did that was just, like... He was just screaming, like, I'm sick of people playing with my name and stuff. Like, that was just, like, his sort of crash out moment, if you want to call it that. I hate Silva with a passion. Yeah, I was like a fan of Gene Silva, and then it's just kind of like he's become so annoying like the last 2 fights. I seen a bunch of clips of Rampage punching him in the nuts, calling him a B-word. Yeah, I always felt like, and I said this in my vid, and I stand by it, you have to put a little bit of blame on Rampage. I'm not saying, look, I understand Raj is a grown man, and He's 25 years old. He can raise himself. He can, it's his decision that he decided to do that. But like, his dad basically treated him like a friend. From all the clips I saw, like his dad was clip farming him constantly. They would joke around like, oh, do you eat ass? And I eat ass. Who has a conversation with their kid about eating ass? That's like insane. But that's what you would see in the clips from those two. So it was just like, I don't know. They had a interesting dynamic. Anderson Silva. What about? No, he's talking about Gene Silva, the fighting nerd. It's just sad to see how Rampage belittles him. Yeah, exactly. But again, like people say, oh no, but Rampage is not at fault. You have to put some blame on Rampage. You just do. Like there was a clip of Rampage saying, oh, I said when my son was born or something, I put together bail money for him instead of college money because I knew he'd be in jail one day. If he was joking, like fine, but if he really wasn't joking, he did that. Like how can you excuse that and say, oh no, Rampage, it's not Rampage's fault. Rampage is part of it for sure. Did you know Rampage was a bodyguard for Tupac? I actually did not know that, really. That's pretty cool. Hey man, that's a cool body. Let me see, Rampage, Tupac. I didn't know that. I have to sneeze, wait. Rampage, Jackson, Tupac. All eyes on me. So, yeah. What was I saying? Oh my god. I can't really see much here. Alright, we'll look at this later. And we white as hell. And we white as hell? Who's white as hell? Wait, my eyes are freaking... I don't blame Rampage. I just feel like he contributed to all the stress. Roger was tired of him calling him a B. Yeah. Yeah. He actually did that, by the way. He actually kept bail money for Raja. Like, come on. Yeah, come on. And study more for... I almost said that, Punisher. Yo, come on. You almost got me there. Hey, man. I'm Hispanic. I can get away with it, right? No, I'm kidding. I feel like he was also talking about his dad when he said he was tired of people calling him a B. Yeah. I think there was and you have to remember, Spiff, as well, like 2 days before this incident, he got, like, head kicked by some guy, and people were clowning him, like, oh, look, Raja got rocked on stream, and I bet you it, like, went a little bit viral. Like, he's, like, you know what I'm trying to say. He's already had, like, and I don't even know if he was concussed or not. He probably wasn't, but just the embarrassment of that. Just getting rocked on stream in front of a bunch of people, like, that probably, like, messed with his head and messed with his confidence. But yeah, let's see. Any of you guys joined the Discord? Got some people in the Discord here. And new Hamzat is scared. Got some people in the chat. What's up? And if you guys got any video ideas for me, because this is going to be a pretty slow week. There's no UFC this weekend, I believe. So if you guys got any video ideas, you can either put it in the Discord or you could put it like in the you could just put it in the chat right now if you want. If you guys have any video ideas or anything you guys want me to talk about or anything like that, just let me know. Roger couldn't handle shit well, man. Trash talk got him. Yeah. Yeah, he's 0-1 as well. See, that's another thing. Didn't he just lose his last fight? He's like 0-1. There are factors that you have to look at other than just, that's why I personally said, like, I didn't make it a race thing, because I don't think, even if you want to look at certain statistics or whatever the case may be, that has nothing to do with that. This is a separate individual, a separate issue in itself. Especially weeks after. Raja stay mad. Yeah, Raja is just why does he have an Indian name too? Rampage gave his kid an Indian name. Very funny. Raja. Maharaja. Hope he gets at least a few years. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like that no matter what race. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. I feel like wasn't the guy Raja lost is 5-0 in the LFA? I didn't know that. Okay, that's well. I mean, it's not. I don't even think he. I think he might have just lost a decision, to be honest. But I mean, that's not a bad loss. I heard. Isn't Gable Steveson about to debut in the LFA or sorry, the IFA or the LFA? Might be LFA. 70 years in the slammer. Yeah, put him in jail. Lock this thug up. No, I'm kidding. Rampage. No, we'll actually lock him up. Rampage, though the name Raja was perfect and attempted to raise a killing machine with anger issues, he thought the name was perfect. Yeah, because I saw a clip where he was like, why'd you give me an Indian name or something, is what his son told him. They ain't going to give him bail, not what he did to a veteran. See, that's another factor, though, right? Because, like, I was thinking, oh, they might let him off because there are some things, like, there are certain defenses that, because to be fair, I did see a clip. I'm not defending Raja, but I actually did see a clip where one of the wrestlers was like, dude, you got to give him a receipt. Like, hit him as many times as you want. If anyone has a problem, like, they can take it up with me or something. So he actually was told that he could hit the guy. But, of course, there's a thing called self-control and not murdering somebody, no matter if you were told you could hit him or not. Plus, hitting a guy, like, if you would have just threw one punch, that's not the same as, like, slamming him on his head and then throwing 30 shots. So, still not an excuse. People saying to give him a life sentence, hey, I agree. Give him life in jail. Is it also true Rampage said he has a learning disability? His son has a learning disability? That wouldn't surprise me. The ref was deaf, Mario Yamasa. Yeah, the referee didn't do anything, right? The referee just stood there as like the guy was... Partially I thought, oh, is he just scared? Like, was he just scared to, like, step in? I see someone in the Discord asked... or you're not asking me, but someone said, is Alex winning the rematch? But I'll answer it anyways. No, I don't think Alex is winning the rematch. Am I the only one who wants to see him fight more? Who? Raja? I mean, it would be kind of crazy. It'd be kind of crazy. Like, if he makes it scot-free, I mean, he's going to freaking... I don't know, man. I really am curious what's gonna happen. Like, I definitely think he's gonna be like, I don't know. I don't think. Do I want to see him fight more? I mean, I think he should be in jail. I don't know, man. I think but not for. Should he be in jail for the rest of his life? I can't say that, but do I want to see him fight more? It's a possibility, man. If he really if he beats this case. Hey man, I mean, he'll be like the biggest heel in like the MMA world. Like, everybody would just root against him like all the time, but then it might get worse. Like, people might actually try to like hurt him like outside of the cage. Though that's the thing, right? Like, he might actually get like assaulted and stuff by like white people. The ref glitched in place. Yeah, he didn't like know what to do, and I feel like the wrestlers didn't know what to do. And I heard on a video a receipt is a cheap blow. Yeah, in wrestling, a receipt is like... A receipt is basically... If I hit you... Okay, let's say we're wrestling and, it's fake. The punches are fake. But if I punch you on purpose, even if it's by accident, you have to punch me back on purpose just to give me a receipt. Like, here's your get back, basically. So that's kind of what a receipt is. Raja, yeah, bro was just waving his hands and watching him get absolutely blasted by Hammer Fist. Yeah, he was just like, oh my God. Like, I don't... Maybe the ref thought that it was, like, fake. But then, like, it just was the most unfake thing I've ever seen. Not let him fight more. The other guy hit him first, bit or not. Who hit him first? The guy who popped the can in his head? Or what are you talking about? Because I saw he said he got bit. Put him on the front lines of every war. He can fight in jail like Yuri Boyka. He could... You know who he should fight? Yuri Prohaska. And Alex Pereira, and Ankalaev, and Tom Aspinall, and John Jones, all in once. And if he survives that, then he'll get 10 years in jail instead of 30. I don't know if Raja should fight more men. Man, he might end up almost killing a UFC fighter this time. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he wasn't like the best anyways. He's 25. I don't know. He honestly did good, and if the refs would have actually stopped it, like how the refs he's used to are, I mean, he went too far, but it's easy to lose control once you open that can of whoop ass, the lid, Mm, would have actually stopped it, like how the refs they used to. I mean, went too far, but it's easy to lose control. I don't know, man. Um, it went too far, but it's easy to lose control once you open up that can of whoop ass the lid. I guess, man. I don't know. I just feel like I really don't know what he could have done. Like, I understand they already spoke to him about doing something like to the guy, like, but if he would have slammed him and then was like, oh shit, like, I didn't mean to knock you out, like, you know, just like slammed him and just like step back, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. It was the 30 unanswered shots that was kind of the issue, and then the way he reacted like afterwards, where he had like no remorse. I think that's kind of the issue. There's a lot of other things. I wish I was black enough to not take accountability for my toxic behavior. Drunken truther is saying some interesting stuff. It wasn't even hammer fist. Yeah, exactly. Like, did you see the guy's face? Like, I don't know if you guys read it, but apparently the guy, Psycho Stu is his name, the guy that got like knocked out. He was choking on his own blood and teeth. He was choking on his own blood and teeth, apparently, and I think his face might be broken or something. So like, yeah, like, not gonna lie, I've never seen a prop can, let alone at the back of the building like a party. I don't think it was I think it was just empty. I think so. I don't know though. It might have just been empty, right? Or was it empty? I don't even know. It might have been open. I'm not sure. But you know, it's wrestling. Maybe they have like prop cans. I'm not sure. I know they have like prop chairs in wrestling and like stuff like that. Fake tables, fake chairs. Well, the tables might be real. If Raja would have stopped after 2 to 3 punches, it would have been all right. Exactly. There's so many, like, if he would have stopped after the slam, it would have been fine. If he would have done 2 punches and then maybe they pulled him off. Like, the fact that it was 30 punches, and then the fact that, yep, and he fled the scene, it's not a good look. Yeah, and then he fled the scene. He was still angry after the fact. He was even trying to fight the other wrestlers. And then when the guy called him and was like, hey, the guy's not waking up, Raja said, oh, my bad. That was his reaction. Like, there's a lot of issues here, I think. It just seems weird to have a prop can. I feel like it was just empty from drinking. I feel like it was just empty from... Yeah, I think it was empty, to be honest. I don't think it was a prop can. I think it might have just been an empty can or like a half-empty can. Yep, and he fled the scene, didn't he? Yeah. This dude Roger played too much GTA. GTA 6 coming soon, right? Played way too much GTA. I don't know, man. Like, how disconnected do you have to be to do that? Like, he must have been... I just don't get why he was that angry. It wasn't like the guy, like... If the guy smacked him or something and then he did that. Or if the guy punched him and he did that. That's so different. But, like, just doing that, like... Even if, oh, yeah, but he spilled the can on me, like, 5 hours earlier in the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like I saw Rampage's tweet try to make it seem like it was, like, moments later. Dude, the thing with the can happened, like, hours before the show. Hours before. Or at least 2 hours. Yeah, usually a ref would have stopped them. Exactly. I just don't get it. And that's what's going to actually get them in trouble. That promotion is going to get in a lot of trouble as well. They're going to get in a lot of trouble. So, this is a bad look for everybody. When the fuck has there ever been a prop can in wrestling? That's just the most useless prop. I've never really seen a prop can in wrestling. Like Sandman, he never used prop cans when he would bash the can over his head. Prop chairs, maybe. But even, yeah, I think, like, I don't know. I've never seen a prop can, to be fair. Maybe a prop ladder they've used, but a can, no. Yeah, the ref should have stepped in, man. The ref should have stepped in, but it is what it is. I have to shit. Anyways, no, I don't. What are you boys saying? Again, if you want to join the Discord, it is pinned in the whatever the fuck. It is pinned in the you know what. In the chat, sorry. And if you guys have any ideas, any things you want me to do videos on, you guys can let me know now or in the Discord. Because, to be honest, I don't really know. I don't even have a video planned for today. I could still do one, but I don't really have a video planned. But if you guys have any ideas, all of my MMA, if you guys want to see like maybe tier list or something, dirtiest fighters list, I could do that. Dirtiest UFC fighters list. Dirtiest UFC. It's a good idea. Would you ever go on Twitch? Maybe in the future, like if I really got to like a big level, then I would probably consider it. All my MMA videos are getting age restricted. Well, like your own YouTube videos or like your own YouTube video. You know the video I just did on Rampage and whatever almost got age restricted. It had like a human review. Yours? Why do yours keep getting age restricted? Let me see. I'd consider going on Twitch though in the future. Gaethje got to be in that list. Do you think Gaethje's a dirty fighter? I think Gaethje's a dirty fighter. Anshu Jabli won. Won. Anshu Jabli number 1. Song Yadong in a tier along with Jabli. Ooh, Anshu Jabli. Oh, dirtiest fighter. Wait, Spiffs. Should I do it as a tier list then, or should I do it as just like a list? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, right? Like just saying the dirtiest fighters or doing it as a tier list. I haven't done a tier list in a while, to be fair, so I think that wouldn't be bad. A tier list? You guys want a tier list? All right. Whatever you want. Hey man, I'm asking you guys. You know, there's nothing going on this week, so obviously if some news drops, then I was thinking of doing a video on Armin and Ilya too. But I gotta like look into. I gotta do a little bit more research on it. And Mavov is dirty. Okay. BXC, do you BXG, do you train or have competed? I train boxing and I've competed in boxing. One amateur fight, which I lost. I know, right? And I've done judo for a few months. So not too long, but I've done a bit of judo. My experience, I mean, it's I enjoy it. I think it's cool. I don't really want to make it a career, but I enjoy doing it. I enjoy competing and fighting and knowing how to fight. So yeah. Dirty boxing tier list. What do you mean dirty boxing tier list? Oh no, you're saying dirty. Oh no, that's separate. Sorry. You mean like tier? Okay, no, you answered the tier list question. Okay, but what about dirty boxing though? You guys saw Brian Battle is signed to dirty boxing. Man, BXG, you keep reminding me of Max Holloway. Do I look like Max? I guess. I don't think I look that much like Max Holloway. I've never really heard that before you guys. Max Holloway. Again, thank you guys for joining the Discord. Good amount of you guys in there. What's your opinion on my champ list I posted in the Discord? Let me see. What, the thumbnail? Oh no, this is just your list. Oh, it is I thought this was a video. My bad. Tara. Okay, love that. Love Tara. Amin Zahabi. Not really a fan of Zahabi, but I respect it. Onama's pretty fun. Okay, it's not bad. Dan Hooker's fun. Great list or great choice. Joaquin Buckley's fun. I'm so upset Buckley lost to Usman, and then a Mavov and Reyes. Pretty good list, actually. Pretty good list. I don't mind that list. Good list. It's a good list. I like the Taylor one the most. I think Taylor's the guy out of this whole list that I would want to see. Oh, and Reyes. Taylor and Reyes for me. I love those two. Fighters that could do better in other combat sports. That's not a bad idea. could do better. I actually had that written down a few months back. I had that idea. Fighters that could do better in other combat sports. I was thinking of doing like the best space for street fighting or something, but I know Lucas did something similar. Something similar like recently, so I'll probably wait a few months to do that. Nope, you do look like Mark Norman. Can I search this guy up? Mark Norman? Oh boy. I don't know what I look like to you guys. Mark Norman. I look like Mark Norman the comedian? Or is that Normand? Oh. Wait, what? Are you talking about the comedian or are you talking about this like random war veteran? Excuse me. Like, Yair could be a good kickboxer. I know what you mean. Yeah, or like Fiziev could be a good kickboxer. Gamrot could be a good like wrestler. Okay, I don't mind that either. I have to piss. Yo, you're funny. You're funny as fuck, BHG. You're my favorite MMA YouTuber. Appreciate it, man. I always see you showing respect, showing love, man. So much love. I appreciate it, brother. I really appreciate that. I was happy to see Helwani win his last few fights. Oh, I was like, wait, Helwani, Amian Zahabi? Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. His personality is pretty whatever, but like the Aldo fight, he was doing his thing, and I think before that he was outboxing like what, Pedro Munoz. You look like a young Pedro Pascal. I mean, I don't, I look like the comedian. Is this guy Jewish, Mark Normand? Mark Normand. I mean, I don't really see it, but I don't really young Pedro Pascal. I guess I could kind of see because I have the mustache. Maybe, I don't know. That's funny. Sorry for the delay. No, it's all right. I think there's a delay on YouTube, right? Where you guys might. Zahabi's an underdog. I want to see win. Yeah, he's all right, man. I don't mind him. His brother's a pretty good coach too. I forgot his name. Is it Fares Zahabi or something? Dude, what's up, Ben? How you doing, man? He's so hated. Yeah, I know you like to root for the underdogs, right? I don't mind that. Somebody put in the Discord who that I look like Max Holloway. I don't see the similarity, Punisher. I think it's you, right, Punisher? I don't see the similarities. I mean, I can kind of see it, but like Holloway's face in that picture looks way more like sunken in. I can kind of see it. I mean, I don't know if we have the same amount of CTE, though. I think I might have more than Holloway. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. I always see you supporting as well. I appreciate all you guys. He's just so hated. I root for Zahabi. Man, for some reason, amen. Deserved the 100K sub. Deserves 100K. Hey, man, we're going to get there. We're at a what? How many subs are we at right now? We're not that far from 2,000. So, just, we're not that far off. It's not that impossible. The grind never stops. You look like if the Turn It Up Max Holloway. You look like the Turn It Up Max Holloway, not the fighter. That's fucked up. Turn it up. Yeah, keep it going, homie. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Once I, make it, once I get to like MMA Gurus level, I'm gonna give all you guys $100. Deal? Just send me your cash apps and I'll scam you. No, I'm just kidding. Zahabi's the one to beat Merab. He's featherweight, right? So you got like Zahabi. No, he's bantamweight. He's bantamweight. My bad. So you got like Zahabi. You have, dude. I thought Felipe Lima would be a freaking. I thought Felipe Lima would be Something, man. He lost to Peyton Talbot. That almost made me kill myself. I never support popular YouTubers. Wait, were you the one that told me that you were like that you didn't like fucking Guru or something? Someone, I remember somebody, I think it was you, right? You're like, MMA Guru's a hypocrite. Is a hobby champ by 2026? Amen. I think, I mean, bantamweight's not like super stacked, to be honest with you right now. So, I mean, Amin Zahabi would be interesting. Who's he fighting next? He's fighting, didn't Zahabi's next fight get announced, or am I oh, yeah, Cheeto. He's fighting Cheeto Vera, right? So, you guys got Zahabi, right? Yeah, probably. I'm not a big fan of Guru. He's a sellout now. Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah, he was going to do something with Aiden Ross, right? Hey, man. If you know Guru, you know he shits on Aiden Ross. So. What weight class you compete at? I competed at 147. I think 147 was the weight class. I know my arms look small, but I'm a pretty tall guy, I guess. Pretty long guy. Zahabi chins Marav via flimsy right overhand. That'd be funny. Dude, imagine if it is Zahabi, though. That's usually how the sport goes, man. It's always the most random people. Again, boys, if you want to, join the Discord, you can. It's pinned in the chat. And you guys can put ideas for me to do videos on or things I can react to on stream. If you guys have any videos you want me to react to on stream or in a video or blah, 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 thank you. He promotes gambling and hardcore racism. Yeah, I saw that he kept calling Raja Jackson an animal. And I'm like, he was like, oh, no, it's not racist. He was acting like an animal, but it's like, you know what you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing. Come on. Calling him an animal. Like, he said it like about 50 times if you watch that video. It's like, Raja Jackson is an animal that should be in a cage. It's like, the connotations of that. You know what I mean? He promotes gambling and the gambling thing as well, right? Like, I'll say this now. I'll definitely take a gambling sponsorship. But I'm not going to say, oh, I'll never take a gambling sponsorship. And then I like Guru's vids on Raja, but knowing how racist he can be, it was hard to hear him call Raja. Yeah, right? Because it's like, people are going to say, no, but like, Raja Jackson was acting like an animal. He was acting like a, whatever. But, soy boys? Who's a soy boy? It's the truth. I've watched MMA Guru since like 2000 fucking whatever. I know the jokes the guy makes, you know what I mean? Him calling this guy an animal 30 times, it doesn't mean that it's not, that there isn't something behind it. You could be a bit more subtle about it, If you're going to be racist, be a bit more subtle about it, like me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not racist, right? Anyways, definitely not. What? Money is money, even if you have to gamble. Exactly. Raja Jackson did kind of have a little bit of a chimp out. I read a chat. I didn't say that. The guy in the chat said that, not me. We get it. He don't like black people. Yeah. I don't know. Shout out to him, though. Shout out Bryce Young, do gay for the guys. No way freaking Punisher made a is this Punisher? Wait, or who is this? Wait, which one of you is Hasbullah? I forgot. In the Discord. You made an edit of me. You're Punisher, right? You made an edit of me freaking doing the turn it up thing. Or like not an edit, but like an AI thing. It's funny. That's actually pretty funny. I'm not racist, right? Burger Hat BXG. Hey, man. But, there's a subtlety to it. I mean, you can be racist or whatever, but building a platform off it is crazy work. Yeah. But I'll say this. I could see Guru not being an MMA YouTuber in 2 years. Like, less than 2 years. I could totally see Guru just being like a general, a non-MMA YouTuber. I could see it. It wouldn't shock me. And I don't blame him, to be honest. There's a lot more money he could make, but I'm Hasbul. Okay. I got to remember that. My voice is fucking. I got to remember that. It's always about race. Why there's no accountability. The act is up. What do you mean? What do you mean it's always about race? Explain. Guru will leave MMA and start a podcast. I could see that. I mean, he's already doing the DJ pod, but like I could see him doing a non-MMA like podcast, and I think he wants to go mainstream at this point. The Aiden Ross collabs and stuff, the Nelk Boys collabs. Like you're gonna have to, if you guys, you're gonna have to endure that, I guess, if you're a Guru fan. I would have liked to seen him train and fight MMA Guru that he is. I would have liked to see him train and fight MMA Guru that he is big guy, good fight IQ, but no conditioning or real training that I can tell. What do you mean? I would have liked to see him train and fight. MMA Guru. Are you saying MMA Guru? Explain. Who do you have liked to see him train and fight? Are you saying Guru? Big guy, good fight IQ, but no conditioning or real training. Oh, you're saying Guru. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Tanks. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. And fight IQ, he's a big guy, but no, he probably has good fight IQ, but I don't know. I find it funny when he's like, oh, I could beat a heavyweight in the UFC right now. It's like, brother, I could beat Deontay Wilder in a street fight. All I got to do is take him down. Sure. It's unfortunate he's a good entertainer. I mean, I still watch his videos. I still enjoy his videos. I'm still, I guess you could consider me a fan or a viewer. And I still think he's a good guy. I just think, like, he's definitely changed. And I don't know if that's for the better, but I always support him. I never liked Guru, so it doesn't matter. And then, there's also people that just never liked him, or just always. I remember when No Bromo was going at Guru. That was funny. He did videos on him. Those are good videos. Or it was one video, I think, to be fair, but it was a good video. You could tell by looking at Guru, he's not a fighter. Yeah, I mean, but he's yoked. He's a fucking unit of just pure fat. Yep, MMA Guru, that is. I ain't used Discord in like 6 years. Might get it. Hey, man, we got a lot of stuff in the Discord going on. A lot of you guys are posting memes and stuff, which I appreciate. Even though there's a whole separate channel for memes, you could just post it there, but it's okay. I don't really care. Actually, I got to make some of you guys like mods, right? I got to figure this out. Because what I might do is I'll leave like the link, but after a while I'm going to probably have to make like a members only thing the way like Che does. Because then I can't just have like random people in the Discord and then like, let's say I do a video on Dagestanis and then they join my Discord and just put like, child stuff. You know what I mean? Everything gets twisted about race, no matter the act or behavior. It's racist to call it like it is. People are crying over Guru's comments instead of the piece of shit attempted murder. I mean, I'm not crying over Guru's comments. I just don't think you have to call him an animal, but I think everything else he said was like true. I do think Raja Jackson should be in prison. I said this myself. He should be in jail. He's a fool. He's an idiot. He's a retard. Yeah. It's racist to call it like it is. I wouldn't say that. But you didn't have to say he's an animal because I watch Guru, so I know the connotations of him calling someone an animal. Like I'm not dumb. Did he really say that he can beat a UFC heavyweight? He said like in the past that like he can beat like an unranked heavyweight or something. I feel like his audience goes down drastically if he only does podcasts. He needs the edgy people. Yeah. Yeah, because if he goes mainstream, I mean, he does risk a chance of losing his core audience. So just because you are black doesn't mean you act like an animal. If anything, it indicates the behavior of a silver spoon spoiled child. Yeah, I don't think it has to do with race either. He said he could beat a heavyweight after a year or two of training, like Lucas said. But at least Lucas, the thing is, at least Lucas is like in shape and like, You know, Lucas Tracy's like in shape, and I don't know if he trains though, but Lucas is like swole at least. He probably has good cardio. He keeps himself healthy. Guru's like just fat. Like he's just pure fat. Like what could he really do? The John Jones stuff helped him. Yeah, for sure. That definitely helped him. Yeah, I was going to say Lucas used to train. I think Lucas used to train as well. Lucas seems like the kind of guy to train. He seems like he'd be like a boxer or like a, you know what I mean? Lucas apparently did kickboxing at 1PO. I believe it. I believe Lucas. Lucas looks like he trains. You know, Lucas looks like he trains, and he knows what he's kind of doing. I mean, most of the big guys train, right? Like Lucas, Che trains for sure. I've seen his clips. He's pretty good. Bedtime is pretty good as well. He's in good shape. Like even Kenny Okoye looks pretty good on the bags. Like everyone pretty much trains. I'm pretty sure. No Bromo trains. Guru also has a bottle of mayo he drinks from. Yeah, I've seen that clip. I'm not even a big mayonnaise fan, honestly. I'm not really a. Do you love mayonnaise that much that you can drink from it like that? I don't know. That's kind of gross. Is it weird I put pomegranates in my freaking juice? He fought kickboxing, Lucas, that is. Yeah, his John Jones' gay video is what made me a fan of his. Yeah, that video was phenomenal. The first video I saw of his that made me a fan was the Kamaru Usman PEDs video where he accused Usman of doing PEDs. How could you eat, sleep, and love MMA if you don't train? I don't really understand that either. I don't really understand that. I've never trained MMA, but I have trained boxing, so that's like close enough, you know what I mean? I've trained judo. I've been like submitted. I've submitted before. Like, you know, I know what it feels like. MMA Joey's the best shape. This guy. MMA Joey, man. MMA, you say what you want about Guru, man. MMA Joey will forever be. Pomegranate juice is peak. Pomegranate, you're effing awesome. Yeah, pomegranates are fire, man, right? I remember a streamer Guru said, I don't even enjoy food. Yeah, he's like, I use food as fuel, right? And then minutes later, he just, drinks mayonnaise. It's funny, man. Guru's still funny. You notice Lucas these days thinks everything he says is going to get coined and rambles on. He's not funny. I like Lucas. I'm a Lucas fan. I like Lucas Tracy. Lucas Tracy, I think I'm probably a bigger fan of like maybe MMA Che, because I find now that like I could actually learn something from Che compared to the other guys, but I like Lucas. I think he's awesome. I like when Guru bitches about the women's fighters. Yeah. Yeah. He still has like generational rants. I mean, it's so impressive to me that MMA Guru can like do videos, like unedited videos for like 50 minutes. Like that's so impressive to me because I can't do that for the most part. It'd have to be a day where I'm so switched on, you know what I mean? But that's so difficult. Lucas is better than Guru. Yeah, I like Lucas, man. To be honest, those last women's fights have been all. Those last couple women's fights haven't been all that bad. Yeah, there's been some like good performances from women's fighters. Like Joseline Edwards. I mean, any Tracy Cortez fight, any Norma Dumont fight, any Mackenzie Dern fight. Yeah. Anyways, you like Unk MMA? I've not seen a lot of his stuff, but he seems like a really nice guy, a really cool guy. So yeah, you know, he seems cool. I've not like sat and watched one of his videos like fully, but he seems like a nice guy, man. Lucas is my favorite MMA YouTuber. Yeah, I like Lucas. Smash Lucas. He's a natural entertainer. Yeah, he's good, man. There's a lot of good MMA YouTubers, man. I think in the next few years, you're going to see a bit of a shift where a lot of these new guys are going to, like, hopefully including myself and No Bromo and, I don't know if you guys know Horse Beef MMA. He's a really good guy. He's a really good YouTuber. I say he's a good guy. I've never met him, but he's shown me love in my comments before, so he's always shown me love. Che and Gru can break down fights legit. Lucas is entertaining, but he rage baits. He does rage bait a lot. I kind of see what you're saying, Z, actually, because I do think Lucas kind of does this thing where he'll almost like purposefully like throw something in there that, like, let's say he'll do a tier list, but then just on purpose he'll make Adesanya like a C tier striker or something. You know what I mean? Like, he'll do something like that. I see what you're saying, but I'm a Che fan. The Andrade fight was better. Yes, Jessica Andrade. She's an awesome fighter, bro. She's legitimately the female BMF. Unk MMA is a real good dude. Yeah, he seems like a real nice guy, man. Warhorse is legit. I've seen some of his stuff. I've not like watched the full video, but I've seen some stuff here and there. MMA Guru could be a ref, yeah. Yeah. he tries to freaking stop the fight and he can't. He's too fat. He can't reach the. Anyways, Checkmate MMA will forever be the go. He's good. There's a lot of good MMA YouTubers, man. Lucas knows how to play the algorithm. Yeah, well, Lucas does these things called like evergreen videos, which is like he'll do videos that like can get views 5 years from now, 3 years from now, which is really smart. And I try to do those every once in a while too, but he'll do stuff like evergreen videos where it's just like his last video he did. Like, it has nothing really to do with like current topics, but that could grow over time. So it's very smart. And I think he's kind of mastered that, you know? So he knows how to play the algorithm really well. Like when he did the video on like the 100 gorillas versus... No, it was like 1 gorilla versus 100 people. He did a video on that. Like, he's smart. But yeah, Checkmate MMA. I'm not seeing too much of his stuff. Who else do I like? Who else do I like? ITP's good. My eyes are burning for some reason. ITP is pretty good. Surprisingly, Luke Thomas had a good take on the Hamzat DDP fight. He had a pretty good rant on it where he was saying, like, I don't know, he was just ranting about the people that were like, yo, go watch kickboxing if you don't want to see grappling. And he had a really good like rant on it. And I was like surprised, you know, because from what I know from Luke Thomas, he's a bit more of like, you know. But I thought he was cooking with that one. 1 second. My fucking nose is itchy. You know this guy called BXG MMA is a really good dude as well. BXG? I've never heard of him, but like from what I've heard, he's like a really like bad, just he's like really racist. No, I'm kidding. No. I actually wait. Sorry. I remember the days Lucas did live debates. I actually got on it once. No way. You were like in the video. You know what I was watching? Kenny Okoye debating Che. It was getting good, bro. I was watching, then I was like, "Fuck, wait, let me go live." I was supposed to go live like a few minutes, and then I was like sitting there for like 10 minutes just watching it. It was so entertaining. Lucas used to do live debates. Lucas should do like more live stream. I truly think Lucas Tracy, if he did more live streams, he'd be the #1 YouTuber, like MMA YouTuber like that. Like, no offense to Guru, but like I'm just saying, like I think Lucas is like, he just has that like mainstream potential. I don't know. I feel like if he did more live streams, he could really get some momentum going, you know? Even Che, I feel like if Che did more stuff, Che's a little bit... But I get it, Che has like a lot going on outside of YouTube. That's the thing, right? Maybe Lucas can't stream because he just has a life. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, to be fair, I should stream more, but, you know, I'm pretty busy too. So I feel like a lot of people, no offense, but might just have lives. I forgot what I asked, but it was during the... Keon UFC's racist. Yeah, that was Gru's video on that was great. On the Keon Kimura guy. See, I wish I was around for some of the stuff like that. I wish I was around. I could have done videos on stuff like that because I would have loved to speak on that. I opened by asking if he believed the UFC was racist. I definitely don't think the UFC is racist. Lucas live streams can never hold a candle to Guru's. Guru's chats are hilarious in the impressions. Yeah, but that's all it is. You watch a Guru stream and it's just like, I'm a fan of MMA Guru, by the way. Like, I feel like I'm just like, but I'm just being honest. Like, when you watch a Guru stream, sometimes it's literally just impressions, and then impressions, and then impressions, and then more impressions, and then impressions, and then impressions, and then impressions, and impressions. It's just never-ending impressions. And then by the end of the stream, no one ever speaks about MMA because it's just impression of Andrew Jablee pooping on Conor McGregor, and then Conor McGregor taking a selfie in his closet. It's just like, but yeah, shout out to I still enjoy the streams though. For some reason, like, streaming really hurts my throat. Pause. Like, I feel like I'm like I have to cough. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, again, boys, if you want to join the Discord, it is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat, and then I'm gonna put it in the comments of this live stream. And then after a while, I'll probably just, I don't know. I guess I'll just probably, I don't know. I guess I'll just make it members only, I guess. I don't know. Or if you really want to get in, you could just DM me, I think is what I would do. Like, if you really want to get into Discord, just DM me on, like, Instagram or Twitter, and I'll send you a link. But I just don't want it to be like, I don't want random, like, fucking Dagestanis to be in the Discord, and then they just nuke it or whatever. Or post like people get goats being beheaded. You know what I mean? But yeah. 1 second. Guru just has degens. Lucas actually has people with more than single digit IQs. Yeah. I think that's the problem, right? It's like Guru kind of has almost created a I don't know. Like, they'll be like, you'll watch a Guru stream, and sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, Guru, what are your thoughts on like Israel bombing Palestine?" And it's just like, what does that have to do with like MMA? You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of what those streams have become, and it like kind of sucks. Anyways, I think one day it'd be nice to maybe I could do live debates with you guys. Iron Turtle Champ 2026. Dude, somebody just put... Actually, it might have been you, Spiff. Somebody just put the Iron Turtle meme in the Discord. I'm checking it now. I love Iron Turtle. Oh, wait. So do you guys think Iron Turtle is going to be Ikram Laskarov? That's going to be his next fight. I think Iron Turtle's got that one. What do you boys think? I think he's got that one pretty fucking easy. Pretty easy, man. I have to burp. Burp FC. Speaking of Burp FC, if you want to actually watch my Burp FC gaming videos, become a member down below, and you can see me play Burp FC. Anyways, we will be Ikram. Yep. But I think it will be Ikram. Any last words, boys? I think I'm gonna get out of here. And going, I don't know, I'm going to go eat probably, and fucking who knows what else. And we will not be turned into soup. Yeah, turtle soup, man. Hey, man, I love turtles, so. I love turtles. I didn't even mean to, like, say that, like, as a joke. I actually love turtles. I love all animals, to be honest. Yeah, anything you guys want to tell me? If you have any video ideas for me, you can just put it in my Discord. I will, of course, read all of it. I'll, be interacting with you guys. Ilya is the go. I agree, Z. Thank you all for tuning in. What the fuck am I saying? Tuning into the stream. That's all I got. And love you guys. And God bless you guys. And peace, I guess. Check out my most